Tony!
What's your name? All right, welcome. Workout number 3 in the house.
Workout number 3 in the house, workout number 5 for the week. Week 4, workout 5, Friday workout.
Boom.
First, stage 4, week
of
done. This is
lockdowns.
the last weekday.
We're getting there. Might be confusing what's going on with childcare, but it's not confusing what's going on with here because we are working out.
Action.
And we are starting with chest and bicep stretch. So hands behind your back, roll your shoulder blades back, chest up nice and tall. Lift your hands up as high as you can. We're going to hold this for 1 minute. In 3, 2, 1, off we go.
I'm really bad at this one.
Oh wow, like genuine. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to find it.
We'll hold this for a minute.
You can get a super friend to help you out a little bit. There we go. That's it.
Wow, that's terrible.
No, give it a bit more. Give it a bit more. I just can't. I'm not having any control in that range. Thanks.
So it was actually a nice day today. It was a win.
Beautiful day. Ooh.
Wondering why we've always got hats on inside. Hit us up, Mosh, for a free sample.
Nothing like a glaring light on the top of your not quite amazingly full hair to really just look like an X-ray.
2, 1, coming out of that. And on to all fours. Oh, forgot to mention what you're going to need. You're going to need a big weight for today's workout. You're going to need a small weight or weights, a band or a towel if you got one.
All fours?
Yep, all fours. All right, we're going into cat-cow. We're going to do this 10 times. So he's going to push his sternum up as high as he can, and then he's going to drop and up. He's going to take a deep breath in as he goes up, round, let his elbows come out, and then as he comes in, which opens up his shoulder blades, and then as he comes in, he twists his elbows in to help squeeze his shoulder blades.
Right.
That's a little tip
Internally rotate?
Yep.
Okay.
And that's a little tip I've learned in ISO. Boom, learning.
Who taught you this tip?
Eugene Tao, or Tao, can't remember how to pronounce his last name. All learning. You gotta do 10.
This is learning for the year.
That's it. Really try and get all these vertebrae that are in line with your rib cage to be moving. And sit in heaps, take your time with this.
No idea how many I've got.
Yeah, let's do one more.
Feels good though.
Good, he's going to jump up, and then he's got 10 shoulder rolls forward, 10 shoulder rolls back.
There's more of my wheelhouse. Here we go. Get those stress traps going.
If you can, single arm circles forward. Just make sure you're not going to hit anyone or anything. This guy, hilarious.
It's an old classic.
You got 10 circles forward with each arm, 10 circles back with each arm.
Swimming in circles.
That's the one. We're about to dredge the beach that's out in front of our house. Pretty excited about that, not going to lie. Never seen that happen. Supposedly it's going to smell.
They're not dredging the beach, they're dredging the bay and they're putting the sand on the beach. They're building the beach.
There you go. That's what I meant.
They're building the beach.
Even if that's not what I explained, it's what I meant. Surely
Just helping the people out.
That's it. Surely everyone can just read my mind and knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Tell you what's going on. The sand's going to come out like discoloured, like black, which is apparently just the colour of the sand in the bay. It'll get bleached by the sun, and it stinks because of like underdusty microbes that are in there, stinking it up.
There you go.
And they do it every few years because apparently these beaches between St Kilda and Port Melbourne are man-made beaches.
Way back when.
Okay, I'm either doing 10 or 15 on this side. Can't remember.
Then once you've done that, hug yourself 10 times. This one just feels good.
The Michael Phelps.
And Michael Phelps. Just don't hit the TV while you're doing that.
Give me my medals.
Michael Phelps, what, 24 gold medals or
Some
something?
insane amount of medals.
Alright, good job. Now we are going to go into plank hip drops and a glute hold. We're going to do each one of these 20 seconds. We're going to do it twice. So, plank hip drops. You're going to go into a plank position.
My favourite position.
Core nice and tight, and all you're going to do is rotate and drop your hip to the floor. You're going to keep your elbow on the floor. Yep, and then you're going to come back around the other side. Yep.
Oh, this?
Yep, but you're not going to plonk and you're going to keep your hips up. You're just lightly going to touch your hips on the
How many?
floor each time. 20 seconds worth.
Oh, okay.
Alright, we're going in 3, 2, 1, off we go.
Join me as for the first time ever I do this thing. Is that right?
Hips up a little bit high.
Oh, this isn't good on my little toe.
It'll toughen up. People can run marathons, you can do plank hip drops. And rest. Lying on your back. Funny, whenever we send the record is when my phone starts going nuts. Feet hip width apart, knees hip width apart. You're going to push up through your heels and you're going to squeeze your butt cheeks. 3, 2, 1, up we go.
Put it in aeroplane mode.
Hold up the top, hold out
Oh,
the top.
sorry.
Good call. Hold in, we've got 10 seconds. Make sure you're driving up through your heels. That tension should be in your hip / bum. It's in your hamstrings. Walk your feet a little bit away from your body. Drop, rolling over. Gonna do it one more time each.
Hip, touchy, drop.
That's the one. Plank hip drops.
Hip, touchy, drop.
Going in 2, 1, off we go. Get those hips up higher. There you go. Keeping that belly button nice and tight. Keep your elbows on the floor. That's only your hips moving.
This is a weird one.
It'll help you wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
And rolling over. Anybody else's like alarm louder and quieter sometimes? We're going in 3, 2, 1. Glute hold, up we go. Squeeze those butt cheeks while you're there.
Want to thank you for cleaning up today. Nice work, bro. About time.
Whee! This guy.
The old thank and dig.
Guess who's changing the workout to burpees now? And dropping. Alright, grab a quick drink if you need one. Grab your equipment, a big weight, a couple of little weights. Can should be alright. Or a bag with books, etc., etc. A band and a towel if you've got one. Alrighty then.
Talk us through it.
So, today's workout. It is a 30-minute timer.
Woo!
Let me get that. How it works. You're going to do one set of exercises. You're going to have a minute rest, another set of exercises, 1 minute rest, another set of exercises, 1 minute rest. We're just going to rotate through that for the 30 minutes. So, your first set of exercises. With your band or towel, either way, you've got an iso hold and a reverse fly. So, slight bend in your knee. It's all about pushing your bum backwards. Holding that band, pulling that elbow back, squeezing your shoulder blade. Then with your other hand, elbow in line with your shoulder. You got 10 on each side. Then we've got a renegade row, well, a version. Go into a push-up position, feet nice and wide, core nice and tight, and you're going to pull your weight to your hip. Then we have
How many?
10. It's 10 for everything today.
10 on each side for everything.
10 on each side, or if it's in, we'll move 10. Then we've got a bent over row. I'm going to get Josh to do this with a band so it can be harder for him. You're going to stand in, but it's a tempo one, so we're coming down for 4 seconds. Slow bend in your knee, push your bum back, make sure your back's nice and flat. Pull your elbows behind you, and then coming down, squeezing for 4 seconds till your arms go straight. Pull it up for 1, down for 4 seconds. That'll be your first little circuit. Then you have a 1 minute rest.
I know where you're yelling, bro. The microphone's right there. It's okay.
That's just how it roll, man.
It's okay. I'm standing here. The microphone's there.
I'm Julie Jones's son. That's how it rolls.
Noisy. Let's be cool, baby.
The next
Be
one,
cool, honey bunny.
we've got lateral raise and a hold. So, holding out. If you've got a towel, you just be holding out. Just arm out as far as you can. Chest up nice and tall. Other arm coming up. Elbow in line with your shoulder. 10 on each side. Then you got shoulder press. You can use band or your weight. Core nice and tight. I'll get it.
Alright.
You got 10. Just make sure your biceps finish in line with your ears. Then you got front raise. Chest up nice and tall. Just bring elbows in line with your shoulders. Then you'll have a 1 minute rest. Then you got tricep dips. Whoa. Straighter your legs are, harder it is. Bum to the floor. You got 10. Then you've got 10 negative tricep push-ups. Wrist directly underneath your shoulders. Go up onto your toes. Elbows should touch your sides. Control all the way down. And just bounce up. You got 10. You should be able to feel that in your triceps. Then you got 10 triceps. Hitting puberty at the same time. Then you got single arm bicep curls for 10. 1 minute rest. We just keep rotating through all those exercises.
Alright, I'll put them up. So you guys are going to join on the 30-minute timer, but my rest might be at different times to your rest.
Correct.
The 30-minute time will be the 30-minute time.
That's the one.
Okay.
Alright, so we're starting with an iso hold and a reverse fly. Going in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Our 30-minute timer has started. Bent over up, so back.
Oh, it's better.
Back focused. Good, so it's making sure, keeping that shoulder blade squeezed. Try and go really depth focus a little bit more, so bring that arm forward. And that elbow in line with your shoulder. Good, so squeezing, there we go. You won't need a heavy weight for this. The exercise is actually quite hard. Imagine trying to draw a semicircle with your elbow. Good. Now you got a renegade row. So the wider your feet are, the better, because you want to keep our hips dead still. This is going to challenge your core as well, and you're going to pull the weight towards your hip. You got 10 on each arm. Good. Pulling that elbow back. Keep the weight nice and close to your body. Body nice and straight. Now you got a tempo bent over row. So you can use this with your big weight. We're going to use the band, so it'll be a little bit harder.
4 eccentric.
Yep. Good, so it's going to take him 4 seconds to lower his arms. Squeezing as hard as he can, keeps his elbows by his side. Good job, his back's nice and flat. There should be no pain in your lower back as you do this. It's more about squeezing these shoulder blades. That's what you want to focus on. Pulling those elbows back as far as you can. Always find help pulling with my pinky will help engage my back muscles better. Classic Izzy talking, I've lost count.
This is 10. And 10.
Good. Now we've got a 1 minute rest.
I got it. Got 16.
Well, so we're just going to do this as many times as we can.
What's the next?
The next one is shoulder lateral raise. That one's hard.
Oof.
Shoulder press and then front raises.
Oh, this is a hard round.
Boom.
Ooh.
So when you do the lateral raise and hold, you can hold your light weight out there and rep with the other one. So if you've got small weights like this, you just have one in each hand. Get sufficiently hard. We got 20 seconds. How you finding the Nescafe pod thingy?
Or an espresso machine.
That thing.
Yeah, it's alright. The one I just had before, I had a little espresso before training, and we'll come to a minute. And pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty good. I don't like the little foam that goes on that the machine seems to make on top of it. It's not like a milk foam; it's just foam. And I scoop that up, and it's
So if you don't have too small weights, you can just use a towel or something and just try and pull it up as high as you can. That'll keep the tension on your shoulder. You should feel this in your shoulder. Just as a stress head, so he struggles to relax those traps.
notoriously trap-centric. Stress head. What a stressful job, mate. Plus, I'll live with you.
Trap. Good, so he's just lifting that band up as high as he can,
Getting some tension, baby.
whilst doing the reps with the other arm. Again, if you have two light weights, you just have your shoulders, your elbows in line with your shoulders, and rep out that way. It's 10 on each arm.
Front raise.
Shoulder press. Now, because we're using a dumbbell, just is going to do 10 on each arm, or you could, if it's a big weight, you just hold it in front of you, just do 10. Or you can stand in your band and do 10. So really, you're just pressing a weight 10 times over your head, whether it's single arm or double arm. Good,
Front
there
raise.
you go, front raise. Again, you could use the band for this. Got a plate, you'd use a plate. Yeah, elbows in line with your shoulders.
And
Good, rest. 1 minute rest. If you have any issues trying to figure out what you should use for the exercises, just give me a buzz and I'll let you know.
boop, boop, boop. Ba-do-do-do.
Hello, Israel Jones Industries. How can I help you? Well, actually, it'd be Jones Brothers Gym Industries, wouldn't it?
Sure, I mean, whatever. You can just chop me out of the name.
Yeah, I will.
I'll just make it easy up here and just scribble all these out.
Just scribble the S off everything. Yeah, so 1 minute rest.
If you've got any questions and you want them answered in the evenings at 8 p.m. curfew time, doing a little check-in on my Instagram page, just checking in with everyone 8 o'clock each night. Joshua Jones, REID, it's one word. Head over and say g'day. You can hang some shit on Izzy, Mum did last night.
And that's 1 minute rest. Okay, so now we have tricep dips.
Have you got a 30-minute clock done?
That would be awkward.
Oof, super awkward, that's the one.
We have 23 minutes and 13 seconds to go. So he's got 10 reps. Remember, everything, all the exercises, 10 reps. If it's single arm, it's 10 reps on each arm. Now he's got negatives. So with the negatives, he's going to start on his toes. Now Josh has the strength to go all the way down to the floor. Good. It's just a controlled manner. Then he'll just bounce up whatever way. Doesn't matter. You're not doing an actual push-up to come up. You just come up whatever way. Now, if you struggle to hold your midsection, you can start to drop and then just drop your knees to the floor and keep going down. So try and stay on your toes for as long as possible. But then if you need to, drop to your knees to finish the movement, you can. You don't want to end up with a huge sag. So, it's chest to the floor first, not your nuts. If you've ever coached basketball, you end up saying that a lot. Because you punish them, give them push-ups, and they all just go nuts to the floor instead of their chest. This is an awkward story. Yeah, we don't heavily edit our videos either, so.
Cops will be banging on the door. Part of the cabal.
Anyway, I've coached basketball for a long time. Shout out Dave Mitchell.
Shout out to the Sandringham Long Nuts. the basketball team I coached for
There you
years.
go. There you go. Now you got 10 single arm bicep curls. You can either use the weight or you can use the band. The band will be harder. Here we go. Let's see how many stills Josh takes out of this video. Good. Just make sure your arm goes straight. Now, because Josh has rubbish elbows, dumbbells are actually better for him to do bicep curls with.
This still lights them up.
Go. Go on neutral grip. Ten reps on each arm.
10.
10. Good. 1 minute rest.
Alright, back to the beginning.
We've got 20 minutes and 55 seconds to go.
Cool. About a 10-minute round. That's good. Getting strong.
Obviously, if you're bored at home and you want to turn the round into a longer one, you are more than welcome, depending how much and how busy you are.
But the rest is important.
Correct.
It'll let you do better work when you're working. So go for 40 minutes rather than shrink the rest in between the exercises.
Got 30 seconds.
Seems a bit counterintuitive when you're training to rest, but when you're doing strength work, it's really, really important. Isn't it?
Correct.
It's important.
It's very important. I don't really have anything else to add to that.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
What about if you've got long nuts?
How do I get in trouble for saying nipples and you keep saying nuts?
You brought up the long nuts.
2, 1. All right. Bent over row with a hold.
Fly.
Fly. Apologies.
Yeah, it's a fly, isn't it?
Yep.
It's a row, hold, and a fly.
So. Good. So say you've only got one big plate. This is the arm you would hold with the plate, and then you'd use a can or something to do the fly with. So make sure you're pushing back. So slight bend and push that bum backwards. If you just drop your chest, you'll just feel yourself load up all through here, and that's how you get a sore back.
No sore backs.
No sore backs. Squeeze.
Renegades.
Good. Renegade row. Yeah, 10 on each arm.
Try to be conscious not to smash the telly or something.
Yeah, that would,
Be heartbreaking.
after it was heartbreaking, it'd be hilarious, but
Oh no, just heartbreaking. I would not be okay.
I feel like we got TV at Mum's. Good, so just going to try and keep his hips square, shoulders square. Should light up your stomach as well.
My hip.
What was it?
Did you hear my hip then?
No. Josh is just creaking like an old man. Good, he's pulling the weight to his hip. Not straight up, just pulling it to his hip. Good.
Upright.
Bent over row. Tempo bent over row.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'll put the exercises up as well.
Slight bend in your knee, pushing that bum backwards like you're trying to kiss the wall behind you with your bum.
With your nuts and your bum.
No nuts.
Just bum.
Just
bum
bum.
kisses.
Bum kisses.
In ISO. ISO bum kisses.
Good. And then he's going to come down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. So this just gives you extra tension in your back. You got 10 reps. Making sure you're not rounding through your back. It's staying nice and flat. So think of the bottom of the cat-cow position is the position you want your back in. Poking that bum out. You don't want to be rounded. Poking that bum out. Good. 10 reps. Nice and controlled on the way down. Think 4 seconds. If you struggle to keep that count, just lower your arm slowly. Nice. Good. 1 minute rest. Got 16:52 to go. Anything exciting today, Josh?
No. Dropped off some gear to Brooke Taylor. You can head to bandcamp.com, buy her album. She's a legend. Big supporter of the Just Be Nice project.
The what? Bandcamp?
Bandcamp is like,
B-A-N-D camp?
yeah,
This
for
one
like
time
musicians.
in Bandcamp?
Musicians sell their stuff on there. She's a musician, so she's got an album up on there. It's very good. A number of my friends played on it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Bandcamp.
Yeah, she sang a song with Timmy Rogers, who's from Jonas Brothers as well.
We've got 15 seconds.
What's the first one?
Lateral hold. No reps. Alright, off we go. You've got a lateral raise and hold.
I've got one. Oop. There we go. Attention.
Job. You just don't want your wrist going above your elbow. Elbow stays above your wrist the whole time. Should feel that in your medial head. Not your big buff head.
What does medial head mean, bro?
The middle.
Middle head of what? What's got a head? My head?
Your shoulder.
Feel it in my head?
Your shoulder.
Give me some anatomy.
Got your rear delt, anterior delt, and the medial.
Quiet for the bit where he's actually trying to explain something.
Job. Remember, if this is a towel, you're just pulling it up as high as you can. If it's a band, you're just pulling up as high as you can. Nice.
Press.
Yep. Now we're going to shoulder press. So if you're doing it like Josh and you're doing single arm, it's 10 on each arm. If you've got a big weight, it's just 10 in total. Good.
I'm doing single arm because of that workout we did. It was all one arm at a time. That slayed me.
Oh yeah. Where you did it sitting. Yeah, I remember that one. Oh yeah, and you have to hold.
Yeah.
I don't know what number that was, but good workout. JonesBrothersGym.com. Chockers full of good workouts.
Front?
Yep. Good. Now when you do the front raise, don't use momentum like Josh is doing. Pause for a half second at the bottom, and then come up. Don't do that either. Good. Nice. Is that 10?
That's 10.
Rest. 1 minute rest. 13:54 to go.
Tricep dips next, isn't it?
Sure is.
Alright. Cooking chicken drumsticks for dinner.
Delicious.
Ooh.
If you're wondering what this little pile of DVDs is, there's Entourage and there's Curb Your Enthusiasm. If you want to laugh, Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Dun dun dun. Very good.
Very funny show.
Very awkward.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What else can we point out?
I was going to point out, this is a huge head.
People supposedly don't like the colour of this couch.
This couch gets a 0 out of 10 aesthetically from anyone with any kind of style, but it's very comfortable.
Super comfy.
Not good for hamstring curls.
10 seconds. Oh, that was so bad. Got tricep dips. You got 10 reps. We're going in 2, 1. Now remember, the straighter your legs are, the harder this is. Job. He's doing a good job keeping his bum nice and close to the bench or the chair, whatever you're doing it off.
Negatives?
Yep. Negative tricep push-ups. Again, if you find this too hard off the floor, then you can do it. All you have to do is raise your body to make it easier. But you want to keep your wrists in line with your shoulders and just lower yourself to whatever you're lowering. Might be a chair, might be a table, something like that that just brings the angle of your body up to make that easier. Yep. And you just want to make sure. Now, when you do this, Josh could put his knee down and then push himself back up. And that's how he would come back up from that.
In.
Good. Just drop your knees to the floor. There you go. And that's how you do that, just to make it a bit easier. If you're standing up high, you would just step forward and then come back up. Because we're only focusing on the negative part of this push-up. That's it?
Yep.
Single arm bicep curls.
I'm going to do these ones hammer curls. So my palms facing into my body. Just get a bit easier on the old elbows.
Nice. Just up nice and tall. Good. Working the biceps. Now if there's an edit and this Josh comes back in all oiled up, I had nothing to do with it.
Private edit. Give me an OnlyFans edit. I lost count.
Time's tough.
10.
1 minute rest. Got 10:46 to go.
How much?
10:46. 10
Oh.
minutes and 46 minutes.
10 minutes and 46 minutes.
Sound like that guy that's trying to read that number.
Oh, yeah. 2020.
That is the barbecue in the background, if you can see that. Hasn't been used much.
It's a fire barbecue. It's like a charcoal barbecue, and it's too windy here to use it out there, so we have to move it to the garage. The site of many of our other training videos.
True.
What's
Well,
the
we
first
had
thing?
camera 1 and camera 2.
It's the lateral raise, isn't it?
Yep. Got 15 seconds.
I don't really have room for two angles in here.
Unless you want to extreme close up.
No one wants that.
Alright then, we are going in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Bend over. So it's a bent over ISO hold with a fly. Good, so he's pulling back nice and hard. And try and keep that elbow in line with his shoulder, but not too fast, just kind of going where your arm will let you go.
What do you call all these muscles down the back of your body?
What do I call them?
Would you call it a posterior chain?
That's what I would call them. I was like, how?
I'm trying to ask I'm leading you into an answer that I know the answer.
I'm like, what are you talking about? Your lats? What are you talking posterior chain? Talking rear delts?
You didn't say that, you just stood there and said nothing.
Yeah, because I was like, I have no idea what you mean by that question. You're back. That's funny.
What's
I actually
next?
got a funny story about that.
What's next?
Renegade Road. So when I was getting my, when I was doing my certificate,
Oh, Jesus.
We're-
Here we go.
one of our assessments was you had to come in, take the instructor through exercises and tell them what muscles we're using. We had one kid who didn't really pay a whole bunch of attention. I'm not 100% sure why he was doing the course. Came in and got someone to do a row, and the teacher goes, "What muscles is that using?" And he said, "Back." Yeah, you were supposed to be way more specific with that answer. So we did one exercise and then got kicked out. Oh, that was funny. That was probably not funny in the
What's
story.
next?
Tempo bend over row.
Huh?
Tempo.
Yeah. That reminds me of another time when I asked Izzy to name 5 kinds of plant. He said daisy, daffodil. What was the other one?
I don't know.
It goes daisy, daffodil,
Rose.
rose, tree. He says he said bush after that, but
Who's
I
that?
didn't hear it. I was too busy laughing. Tree.
I'm definitely in line to take over on the ABC from that guy with the really fuzzy beard.
Oh, Costa.
Costa. I'm a regular gardening Costa. That's an epic beard.
That's a big beard. He's just proving he can grow stuff.
So remember with these rows, you're coming down 4-second count. If you can't count to 4, which is perfectly fine, just lower your arm slowly. Should be no pain in your lower back at any point during this. Should be a slight bend. You got to push those hips back.
Hopefully I don't ruin anyone's counting with this, but I go 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's how I keep track.
1 minute rest. There you have 6:43 to go.
Lateral raise and hold.
That's the one.
The upright one.
Yep.
The one I went to do last time.
Correct. Shoulder focused one. Can you do that? Can you do that? Do that? I found out people can't click. Can you whistle?
Yeah.
Can you do that one with like,
I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna do that one.
I cannot. Spat all over my hand. Got 10 seconds.
Can you do this?
All right. Shoulder focused. Lateral raise with an iso hold.
Burger bag, burger bag.
Good. So elbow in line with your shoulder. Just holding that other hand up. If you've got a light weight, if you've got cans, you're holding the can in line with your shoulder. If you're using a towel, you're just pulling it up as high as you can.
Depends
Or
if
a
you've
band.
got cans or not.
Moving on. Good. You want to try and relax that trap, so you want to try and pull that shoulder blade into your back pocket. Good. There you go, shoulder press.
Reckon his banter has been down today. I reckon yes.
Make sure you don't hyperextend that bottom rib or push that bum too far in front of you because you don't want to dump into your lower back. You want to squeeze your butt cheeks. You want to keep that bottom rib down. Bicep finishes in line with your ear. Yeah. Very nice. Good, front raise. Remember, if you need an extra rest, take it. If you need a drink, take it. Slow these reps down. Control that movement. Joe, you don't want to be using your hips. Keep your hips dead still.
10.
Dead, 1 minute rest. 3:55 to go. Yeah.
If you thought the bear crawls sucked yesterday, I agree. They were hard.
No complaints from the neighbours below us though, so that was a win.
And we've been pretty quiet.
It's funny, in our building there was like almost like a passive aggressive note in the lift
Yeah.
about noise being made, which and then people just started highlighting like specific words in it, like don't wear heels or music loud. Made me laugh.
Not in the spirit of community, I didn't think. Come on, guys. We don't really have a party building. We're pretty lucky.
15 seconds.
Apart from the big bend as Izzy goes on. Nap time 3 times a day.
Dr. Album, watch out.
Sing hallelujah!
All right, we're going in 3, 2, 1. Tricep dips for 10. We've got 250 to go. Currently, I'm aware of people doing our workouts in Bairnsdale. Kez is what, in Aubrey?
Yeah.
Aubrey. Know anywhere else that has been done?
Oh. Could just say some random places.
Good.
Make it up.
I'm not going to.
Kabul.
Negative push-ups. Tricep focus, so wrist directly underneath your shoulder. Elbows should graze your sides on the way down. If not, just a smidge off. That's fine. Should feel that in the back of your arms. Core nice and tight. You don't want to be sagging. Chest to the floor first, not your nuts.
What if you don't have nuts, Izzy?
Then the area where your nuts would be if you did have nuts. I don't know the technical name for that one. lady nuts area.
Biceps.
That's the one. We got 90 seconds left. Alright, because Josh is close to the end, I'm just going to roll him straight into another round of the tricep exercises. That'll take him to the end. Good. Just make sure he's not using his hips to throw the weight. Staying nice and still. Make sure that arm goes straight. Good job. I feel like I just stand here the whole workout.
That's what you do most of the time, bro.
Ooh.
Dips again.
Yep. So we've got 40 seconds left, so Josh is going to go straight back into the dips, just so we keep moving to the end of the workout. Try and help him avoid looking like cottage cheese by the end of this 6-week lockdown. That's disgusting. We've got 10 seconds. 2, 1. That's time, guys. Oh, jeez, that's loud.
So loud.
That's very loud. Good job. Boom. It's another workout down, another day down. Hopefully we're all doing the right thing.
Good work, team. Well done.
And we're looking forward to seeing you guys in person whenever that is a thing.
Boom.
Boom.